it is on officially, I think. 8 o'clock on the dot. People are saying, hey, no sound. There we go. Awesome. So we learned a lot of new stuff. And we're on time. And
we're on time.
We're on time. And we had the mic on at 8. So it was muted at first. At 7:59 it was muted. And then we hit it. But
we did it.
All right, guys, we did it. We're just going to sign off now. Man, thanks for coming. If you dig the vibes.
So funny. Hello. Welcome to our live stream.
Yes, yes. We're a little tired, a little exhausted. Been traveling for the past 5 days, technically. 6 days.
Full week. It's
full
been
week.
A full week.
Mm-hmm. Full week. We're back. You know what? Let's just jump into the chat real quick and say hello to people.
Okay.
Check out my new Red Frog cup, mug, glass.
It's a glass. Mm-hmm.
Nurse
Nancy.
Nurse Nancy. First. We should start giving out prizes. Hashtag first. Like confetti.
Confetti prizes. That's what we can afford. Confetti prizes. If the Browns weren't playing, I'd be here. Oh, okay.
It's all good. Thanks for stopping by, Klikowskis.
Katie David.
What's up, Katie? Hubner, hijinks on the high seas. She just started, her and her husband, they started a channel. Not a channel, but a Facebook group, and they're putting out stuff on Instagram. So shout out to those guys. Mm-hmm. I think she's a creator. So go support.
Josh Gates is here. Hello, Josh.
What's up, Josh? How's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going? Tired. Me.
Joe and the family are in the house.
Hey, look, Pops. He says, hi, guys. I'm at work, but I'm going to try to watch some anyway.
Oh, hi, Daddy. Thank you.
Got a little pause there. Let's check the... It is off. The Wi-Fi is off.
Okay.
So we're back, guys.
Matt is here, and Crystal and Aileen. Hello, everyone.
What's up? What's up?
Nice first try. Yeah, we did on the first try.
Yeah.
We've only done this one other time on the first try.
Yeah. So hopefully our percentage gets much better. Light, cameras in the middle, mics on. So Alyssa gave me about 4 days to think about it in advance. So that's so delicious.
Lost everybody here. Crystal says she's one of our biggest fans.
Aw.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thanks, Crystal. How long have you been watching us? Trick question.
Trick question. Nurse Nancy likes her microphone.
Oh, thanks, Nurse Nancy. It's a Blue Yeti. It's one of the more popular, I guess, microphones for YouTubers. Mm-hmm. It was highly recommended by Marcus Brownlee, which is like the #1 tech YouTuber on YouTube. So
we've had it for a while. It's just we decided to pull it out for the show.
Pull it out for the show. Deja vu.
Oh, Stacy. Hello, Stacy.
What's up?
Go out on top. I'm not sure what that means. It could be referring to something we were talking about earlier. My mommy is on. Hello, Donna.
Hello, Donna.
Hello, Angel. Oh, Rachel made it. I saw Rachel comment on one of our videos. She said she's behind. Busy with all the school stuff, I would imagine.
Okay. School. Griff and Alyssa.
Well, like football practice and like all that kind of stuff.
Football practice. Griff and Alyssa.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Hello, Keon.
What's up, Sandy?
Oh, you missed some. And Lisa. No.
Guys, I got sunburned. My lips are hot right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A little spicy right
A little spicy. Nurse Nancy. Oh, hi, Alyssa's mom.
there. Thanks, Joe. I've had them for a while now. It might be time for some new ones. I definitely need to get my eyes checked, get some new contacts in too. Holy bear, come on. Our dog, she seems a little tired, like kind of just out of it. So
Yeah. It's almost like she's sad. I feel like she's sad a lot, but she should be really excited because we're home.
yeah, but she's not excited right now. I think I might have to play with her a little bit, take her for a run and everything.
Yeah.
I think she's cooped up in the house all.
I just gave her a bath. You want to go out running? Here we go, Melissa. Hello.
What's up, Melissa?
Crystal, my fiance and I are taking our first cruise in December, and your vlogs are giving me life. Great content.
Awesome.
Good to know.
Yeah.
That's great.
What's your favorite one so far? Let us know.
Ada 2.0. What's in the glass? Mojitos.
Mojitos. We learned how to make mojitos in in San Juan at the Bacardi factory. Took a mixology tour, and Alyssa makes some really, really good mojitos.
Thank you.
I like to think I'm good at making the Cuba Libres, but she crushes me on the mojitos. So.
And we still kind of feel the ship moving a little bit, so we figured
kind of balance it out.
One last drink wouldn't hurt us.
And if you haven't seen the mixology tour, the Bacardi factory in San Juan, that is part of the Freedom of Seas vlogs. Go check them out. So.
That was the first day, right?
First day.
Oh, where did it go?
Kyle DeFrancesco. Recently came across your channel. Excellent job. We're hooked. Glad you're hooked, Kyle. We're pumped, and we really appreciate everybody that's watching. So, we really enjoy entertaining everybody. And if you're not in the Facebook group, Paradise Crew, go check us out there too. You can DM us, message us, tag us. Facebook. Yeah.
Crystal says she's been watching for 2 days. She's binging. Keon, hit that hit that thumbs up. We would appreciate all the thumbs up that we can get.
The thumbs up, from what I read, are really helpful when you go live, because it shows, I guess, that you have like a cool fan base. When you go live, people are on, and they'll just recommend you to others. So other people who are passionate about cruising. So if you're about that life, give us a thumbs up.
Yep. Katie, question: how many cruises have you been on together?
462,023.
That's not even possible.
Cruises.
Together, how many? I've been on 11 total. How many have you been on?
6.
Was it 6?
Yeah.
Then it would be 6.
Yeah. Freedom of the Seas.
Right.
And then we did Magic.
Yes.
Paradise.
Paradise.
We just did this one.
The
Vista. And then
the Carnival Ecstasy.
6.
You forgot the our wedding. Norwegian Escape.
Norwegian Escape. 7.
He forgot our wedding.
It's my bad.
So we've been on 7 together. That makes sense, because I've done 2 with my parents. I did 1 with my cousin and my aunt and uncle, and then I did 1 bachelorette party. Woo! Yeah, that makes sense. 7. Hi, Nicole. And
what up?
Oh, Millie. Millie's on.
Hey, Millie.
Hi, Millie. Julia is here.
Lisa's watching with the 3 kiddos. So this is a family-friendly channel. It will always be family-friendly.
Yes, family-friendly. Nurse Nancy says, you guys are nonstop energy. I love watching you do so much. I love doing all the things, and then at the end of the week, we are very tired.
Yeah, we're like, whew, just blitzed. Just
like ready for naps 4 days.
Yeah. But this cruise was a quiet one. This last cruise.
That's true.
We'll talk about it in a minute. But yeah, this was one of our more chill cruises besides the Magic.
Well, we were also only gone for 3 days
Yeah.
or 4 days. What is going on here?
Wait. We're good there. Ask them if we left.
Can you see us?
Can you see us, guys? We're seeing an... Refresh the page.
Oh, it says they see us. Okay.
All right, so yeah, cool. On our end, it says an error occurred. Please try again later. Playback ID and a bunch of random numbers and variables. So just let us know when something goes black, and we'll just keep talking. We'll use the OBS feed to make sure everything's good with the green. So.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back in the comments. Okay, so we were just talking about how we do all the things. Mm-hmm. She thinks your B-roll is the best.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get better and better every single time I film. So keep doing research. I keep trying to get better, but I'm glad you guys enjoy.
Dave and Brandy are in the house. Are you guys still on a cruise? They did a back-to-back cruise.
Yeah.
They did the Paradise and then the Miracle.
When are you guys going to start pumping out vlogs? Or if you're vlogging, I shouldn't assume. Are you guys going to vlog or pump out any content? And if so, when's it start?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt's here for real now. Apparently he left and came back.
Matt! Matt, when we going to 3D, man?
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
Anyone have any good cruise excursion ideas for La Romana? Is that how you say it? In the Dominican Republic, going with my daughter, only 2 girls together. We've never been, so if anyone else has been, please help Nurse Nancy out, because I don't know what there is to do there.
Never been.
Of course, my mom loves mojitos. Touring Taste Buds, hello!
What's up? I got the shirt. It's super awesome. If I can go in a Mariner of the Seas. If we'll wear it. Make sure we put it in the
We have so many things to talk about.
Yeah, there's a bunch of news that happened. But yes, Touring Taste Buds, thank you for the shirt. Mariner of the Seas, I'll try to rock it for you.
Nurse Nancy, I love mojitos. Are they a low-carb option? I'm on a keto diet. There's not a lot of carbs in these.
Not a lot of carbs, but there is a lot of sugar.
So yeah, I would say whatever sugar replacement. I don't know the keto diet very well.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
sure.
Aaron Clendenin, he sent me a link about keto because I was asking about more information. So I don't know much about the keto diet either, but he did point me to a good resource. So,
yeah. So
I'll probably read that.
There's about like 2 to 3 teaspoons of sugar in this, and that's about it.
So that in itself is carbs, technically.
Right. Rachel has 15 days till their cruise on the Carnival Freedom, October 6th. Nicole cannot wait for her cruise in December. First time cruising.
Okay.
Yay.
Hey.
Happy Trails Hiking is here.
If I watch Alyssa pack one more thing, oh my God.
I pack a lot of things because I feel like I need them. Or if I don't necessarily need it, I might when I get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like I need to be prepared. So it's a weakness of mine. Joe says you guys are really, really good at this. We love watching all your excellent content.
Thank you. 462,000.
It's quite impressive, yeah. Like I said, it's impossible.
It's impossible. We have $2.
That's pretty accurate. We have $2.
$2.
The wedding is so much more than just a cruise. Yeah, he forgot all of it though. I'm sitting here saying the escape. we did vlogs about it. That's funny. I was impressed he had the exact number. That's funny. Oh look, Dave and Brandy are sitting at the Red Frog Pub with a mojito. Cheers.
I call that mojitoception. That was a corny joke. I'm sorry.
That's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Kyle joined the Facebook earlier in the week. Looking forward to chatting with everybody. We look forward to having you. Now that we're officially back and we have some Wi-Fi, we can interact some more.
Hey-o. Yeah. And as this thing grows, we started talking on the cruise. We're like, yeah, I don't think we can go without internet now.
It was harder than I thought it was going to be.
So,
I mean, we've done it in the past, but we didn't have, you know, the community that we wanted to keep up with. Yeah. So, it was just a lot harder than I thought. Yeah,
another thing that I didn't realize was the Facebook response rate on the Facebook page. Mm-hmm. I like to answer questions. You like answering questions. Mm-hmm. It was like, you have comments and questions like populating in your inbox. And we're like, oops, you're right. We couldn't respond to them. So I was trying to get back to people. Did you see me like messaging mm-hmm. people back? So I was trying my best. If you still have a question that we missed, please just
submit it again. Yeah. So we'll talk more about this, but we ended up at Margaritaville in Grand Turk, and they do have Wi-Fi, so we were able to connect for a little bit. That's why I made that quick post, mm-hmm. but it wouldn't let us do anything else. Mm-mm. Like, I was lucky that I could post in there. I couldn't see any other messages. I couldn't see our timeline. I couldn't even post to Instagram, so I literally could not do anything else. So I don't know if it's just because there were so many people using it, or, you know, the service was just not that great, but... will y'all do any challenges? What kind of challenges? Like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, could you elaborate? What kind of challenges did you have in mind?
Because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone can see us. I love watching her packing videos. Well, I can do more. Like I said, I pack a lot. So, we will go ahead and make another packing video in the next couple months.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to refresh 10 times. Yeah, 3 teaspoons of sugar is not keto friendly. Well, it's not really our diet friendly or our lifestyle friendly either, but...
Yeah, we're still trying to get used to this cruising as often as we do now. And dietary restrictions and training. We tried to work out on the ship. It was hard.
It was so hard. The ship was moving. We're like doing squats and sit-ups, and we're going. Yeah. It was pretty funny though. Rachel loves the packing videos. Christy is also going on the Freedom on October 6th.
Man, the Freedom is so fun.
No, they're doing Carnival Freedom.
Carnival Freedom.
They're two different things.
Well,
the Freedom of the Seas.
Freedom of the Seas is fun. Let us know how the Freedom of Carnival is.
Coretta Walker. Hey there from Orlando. I simply love you guys. Thank you, Coretta.
Coretta, Orlando. We used to live in Orlando. Love Universal. Love Disney. I love the food and winter park. Altamont Springs. Mm-hmm. Just good.
Yeah, I miss the restaurants over there for sure.
So.
Griff wouldn't be opposed to you overpacking some churros, Alyssa. That's pretty accurate.
I love churros. guys, I gained a little weight, so we're gonna try to cut down again. After the Freedom of the Seas, it kind of went nuts when I got back. So
it's hard to get back.
Yeah,
into
after the Marin of the Seas, we'll probably lean down a little bit for the holidays, and then season 2 will start in January. So
it'll be great. Happy hiking, happy trails hiking. So Carnival Cruise Line over the other cruise lines. We didn't enjoy our Carnival cruise. Do you want to start talking about our cruise? It's 20 after.
Where are we at? So asking questions or?
Well, I mean, everyone's chatting here.
All right.
I mean, we can always come back and read some more comments as we go through. But.
So the Carnival Cruise Lines over other cruise lines, we didn't enjoy the Carnival Cruise. Okay.
Okay. Let's talk about our trip on the Vista.
Okay, you start. Or do you want me to go?
You can go if you want.
I think so. What I was telling Alyssa earlier is that I enjoyed the Carnival Cruise. Carnival Vista, amazing ship, super clean, super. I think was it Matt's video? He said that's like a really technologically advanced ship. Mm-hmm. So LED lighting, really cool. Like just screens everywhere, LED in the atrium, the little thing that goes up to the ceiling. Mm-hmm. That was really cool. Service is great. The food is good, but I'm not sure I'd go on it again. I think it was like we did 4-day cruise and we kind of tapped out on it really quickly.
Yeah, we did everything that we essentially did everything that you could do on the Carnival Vista in that short amount of time, except the sky ride.
She was so upset about it.
And I am still very upset about that. We were on the ship for 4 days and it did not run once. So I kept checking. We were on deck all the time. I kept checking the fun times. It was not operating. So we asked the last day, one of the activity staff, like, is this broken? And he said that it was broken earlier in the week. They fixed it, but they couldn't put anyone on it until it was cleared by international somebody. I mean, which is fair. I don't want to get on it if it's broken. You know, first of all, hello, I don't want to fall off. Second of all, I don't want to just get stuck, you know, because then what do you do? Then you're stuck. But I was really, really looking forward to it, and we didn't get to do it.
Yeah, I wasn't as excited for the sky ride. Yeah, it didn't get me that hyped for the sky ride. It looks cool. Do it once and call it a day. But so I wasn't really upset that it was broken. It's not that I'm afraid of heights or anything, because we did the ropes course a bunch of times, which is super fun, super quick. My one concern about the what you call it? Not a concern. So the ropes course, it's a half circle, and
it's almost a full circle.
Yeah, almost a full circle. And one of the courses, because there's two, one next to each other, one was out of commission, so it was broken. So we all had to go on the same one. And if someone got scared, or someone couldn't do it, or someone got tired, and they were ahead of you, they had to come back. And everyone had to get off, and that happened a couple times. Yeah. So I think on the Escape they have like circular stations. So if you want to switch it out, it kind of have someone get off.
You can pass someone, or you can go a different direction. So I mean, it was also much bigger. The one on the Escape is 3 decks. Yeah. So it's really, really big. And a lot harder than the one on the Vista, but we still had a good time. Yeah,
I totally recommend it to the people, especially my buddies in like Texas, because it's repositioning to Galveston. And if you've ever been to Galveston, sometimes the water's like brown, black. That getting on an awesome ship, the Vista, and then cruising to the Western Caribbean, that's going to be a fun cruise for some of my friends. So Benny, Stormy, if you're watching, you'll have fun on the Vista. Super dope. So, but it was packed.
Yeah, that was obviously the largest Carnival cruise that we've been on, guest-wise. Yeah. So he said there are like 4,300 people on the ship, and that's about as many that were on the Escape for our wedding. Yeah. And the Escape is a bigger ship.
Yeah. Let me tell you one thing Carnival gets right, and that is the entertainment. Like the cruise director.
The cruise director.
That is
entertainment.
Man.
Yeah. So when we were on the Magic, we were blessed with Dr. E. Yeah. He is a wonderful cruise director. If you've ever sailed with him, you'll know. And if not, book a cruise with him, because he's awesome. But this cruise, we were sailing with Chris, the Flying Scotsman. Yeah. I can't tell you who I liked better.
Incredible. We were saying, like, it's really hard to compare, because I play video games, and like video game characters have different talents and skills, and it's just like they're both really good, and I love both of them. I don't know how you can choose any.
Yeah. So I think what Carnival currently has above the other cruise lines that we've sailed are the cruise directors. Yeah. They really do make the cruise, and you want to follow them wherever they go.
Yeah. Even on Facebook, like
well, yeah, but I mean on the ship.
Yeah, like. I can't express how much fun they are.
Yeah, so. They really get the people going. They're dancing. They're singing.
I've never danced so much on a cruise.
Yeah, they make you want to do it. Yeah. So
and it's like, even if you say you don't like dancing, you're like a people watcher, stuff like that. The dances are so easy. They're so fun. They're so community driven that you're like, okay, fine, I'll go out there and I'll dance, and having a blast. It's great. So.
Yeah. But what I did not enjoy about this specific cruise, it's probably not necessarily Carnival, but we didn't have a set dining time. And usually I don't think we've done that before. So it's not that I usually mind, but for whatever reason, this specific cruise, I didn't like the year time dining. So we ended up doing the Cucina del Capitano and Gigi's. Gigi Asian Kitchen.
Sorry, we stopped. We're making sure the picture's still here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was kind of disappointed about, because we didn't have that connection with our waiters. Like, we didn't have the same waiter every night. The first night, it was like the waiter didn't even care that we were there. You know, like, I barely saw him. You know what I mean?
There's
like,
truth to that.
Yeah, it was like, oh, well, here's a menu. Then he walked away, and then it took him forever to come back.
Yeah.
And then our dinner was just like kind of drug out for no reason. Yeah, it's like
2.5 hours to get dinner.
And it wasn't that good. It wasn't, comparing it to the dinners that we had on the Freedom of the Seas in the main dining room. And of course we had Cucina the first night. So then the second night coming off was the specialty dining. It just wasn't. I just didn't like it that much.
Okay. I thought the food was great. I really love the creme brulee. I really like the escargot. I like the short rib that I had. So I like the food. First night, I do understand us coming from Del Capitano and then going to that. It's kind of rough, but specialty dining is where it's at. It's really good, especially Del Capitano, which you got tons of footage of that in there. So,
the only other thing that I would say I did not like about this cruise, or like about the Vista, is that I love the shows. I love going to the show. I like watching Broadway stuff. You know, I like watching them sing rock, and I like them. You know what I mean? I did not care for the show the first night, so we didn't go back to any of them. And it was because, one, we've seen all these shows that they've done. We watched them on the Magic, but the vocalists just weren't that great.
Oof.
I'm just saying that from a music background. You know, I have a degree in vocal performance, so I kind of know, and it kind of, some things bother me a little bit more than regular people. Well, not regular people. That's not what I meant. But people without a music. Yeah. That's not what I meant. But people without a music degree. So I didn't like it. I didn't think that they were as good, nearly as good as Royal Caribbean. Yeah. Yeah. So the only reason then we didn't go to the shows was that reason. But we went to the comedy, and the comedy was great.
Yeah. So doesn't Carnival have some of the same shows
across the whole fleet?
Across the whole fleet. I really enjoyed the shows on Carnival Magic. Yeah.
But they did the same shows.
Did the same shows, and us enjoying the voices and like the music and the stuff there. It's really interesting, like watching different performers perform the same show. Yeah, I find that interesting. But to follow up with something positive, the Flying Scotsman has his own show. The cruise director has his own show.
Guys, he can sing.
And it's amazing. He can sing. Like,
I cried in his show. It brought me to tears. He was so good. Not only does he do like rock and pop and all that kind of stuff, he busted out a song by Pavarotti. Like, tears.
Yeah. I don't know who Pavarotti is, but he can sing like James Brown. He can sing like Michael Jackson, those high notes, and he can hit Pavarotti, which is like whatever Pavarotti is. So
he's a classical singer.
Perfect. I hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's really all the bad, I would say. I think I saw our room steward like once.
I saw him all the time.
Well, right. So every time he came to bring us something or come to clean our room, I was always getting ready. And I always had to hide because I was like, I'm not ready. You can't come in. So yeah, I don't even think he knew who I was that whole time.
Yeah.
He would say hi to him and then not hi to me because he didn't know who I was.
Yeah. But if you're curious, his name was Madi. He was super kind, super sweet.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah.
From what I could hear on the other side of the door.
Make sure the room was super cool and taken care of. It was clean. I enjoyed the ship. It was like it's one of the cleanest ships I've ever been on.
Yeah, it was very clean.
It's one of the cleanest ships I've ever been on.
And the decor,
yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, super modern. Like they got that right. So.
Oh, we're having some issues.
Difficulties. And we're back. So we're gonna go back into the comment section a little bit, try to catch back up, or do a little speed way to do it. Say hey to everybody that's hopping in. So you want to scroll back up? Or?
Yeah, I just want to make sure because everyone still says that we're spinning.
And are we back? Click OBS. Interesting.
I don't see them.
All right. One moment. What'd you say?
That's a lot more helpful.
Yeah.
That is not. Okay.
All right, guys.
We see you.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Did you hear anything that we were saying? Because we just kind of went on a tangent.
All right. We're back. We're back. So we're going to jump back up in the comments. Looks like some people were talking about something. All right. LLC Drew.
Oh,
Been
see,
on the
that
dream.
didn't go all the way.
All right. So it looks like we lost some comments, guys. But we'll just start. Classwork says Cruise Channel Addict. Tazier has been on the Dream twice. I'm going on the Magic for 8 days. Southern Caribbean. Any of you guys been? Looks like some people are helping her out. We love the Dream, Carnival Dream 2. It was our first cruise, and now look at me. That's what Nurse Nancy says. Stephen Hayes, agreed, Nancy, since we started cruising, we are hooked. So, guys, keep the chat up. Nurse Nancy, my family thinks it's a bit obsessed. There. Okay, cool. Any questions that we may have missed because some stuff got caught up? I think Touring Taste Buds had a question. They wrote something earlier. And if you haven't checked out their channel, it's super cool. It's such a big adventure over there. So yeah.
GC is here. Hello from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands.
Hey yo. So yeah, Matt lives right up the street. Super close.
Take a generator just in case. We need something. I don't understand what is happening in our house.
So it's funny because we can upgrade. We've been told that we can upgrade to 150 download and 150 upload for the geeks and nerds that know that up there. Right now we have a 50 megabit upload, but once we hop on, it drops down to like 9. Sorry, we don't have 50, we have 10. Yeah, it only gets to like 9. So it's really, really bad. It's really, really poor. But they're saying we can upgrade to 150 and pay less. So we're trying to figure that out, but we're waiting on some stuff from Verizon.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, Matt's helping everybody out. Yes, it's storming here. Katie wants to know if anyone else is, or who is gold for Carnival. I am gold for Carnival. And I hit gold a couple cruises ago, actually.
Go gold!
So, you have a little ways to go.
Yeah.
But you're almost there. Sorry, guys. Okay, spinning. Hopefully, hopefully it's fine.
Yeah.
Is the 9th floor on the Freedom of the Seas nice? I don't remember what's on the 9th floor. Just staterooms, probably, right?
I can't remember.
So I'm sure it's nice. All of the floors, all the decks on the Freedom of the Seas are nice.
Oh, so fun tip. So because we booked our cruise so last minute, the steakhouse, Fahrenheit 555, right?
Yep.
Sold out, like completely booked. So if you want to do that, you know you're going on a cruise and you're debating back and forth, just know that you don't have long to debate for. So obviously we booked 4 days before we were going to go, but just keep that in mind.
Well, yeah, and they usually keep reservations, at least a couple of them, so you can call or go and book them in person once you get on the ship. Mm-hmm. But I called, well, it was in the afternoon because we didn't board until 1. I called and she said they had no reservations for the rest of the cruise.
Yeah.
So that made me sad.
However, when we passed by, it did look pretty empty. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like each time we passed by, I was like, this place looks pretty empty to say like it was booked. Like I'm seeing a bunch of empty seats.
Oh dear. Start over from the top. We missed all the story. Okay. Last thing was Griff saying he tapped out. When did you say that? That was so long ago. Have we been frozen that whole time? You froze right as you started talking about the Vista. The whole thing. They didn't hear any of it. That's lovely. We'll start over.
All right. I don't remember saying the word tapped out, so let's just start with the Vista.
Tapped out early. What did we tap out early for? I have no idea.
All right, so go through your list.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, my eyeball. We were frozen for 10 minutes?
Dang.
Holy cow. Well, all right. Oh, 7 minutes ago, my mom, did you lose power? Whoopsies.
Let's go with a yes.
Yeah, so I don't understand. Okay. The Carnival Vista. Let's talk about the Vista.
Speed round. Early speed round.
Yes. Okay, so what did we like about the Carnival Vista?
All right, so I thought the Vista was super amazing, super clean. It's definitely one of the cleanest ships I've ever been on. I watched Matt's video and a couple other people's videos, and they said it's like really technologically advanced, and that holds true to its name. There's LED lights. Mm-hmm. There's LED, like this, like in the atrium, like I won't say flower, but what is it called?
I don't know. It looks like a funnel or a martini glass.
Yeah, it looks like a giant like funnel or martini glass that's reaching up to the thing, to the ceiling, and it changes with different images, LED images. It's super cool, super awesome. Let me see. Funnel. What I say? One of the cleanest ships I've ever been on, and it's very, very nice. Like the decor.
I love the decor.
It's amazing. It's super modern, so they nailed that. Mm-hmm. After that.
This is not in any order.
Gotcha. Okay, so you can talk about some of the stuff you what you let me see. Someone said we tried to order stuff from you, but got a message saying you don't ship to the U.S.
That's not true.
Yeah, we only ship to China.
Message us and we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so we were talking about the food. So we ended up doing La Cucina, not La Cucina. That is Norwegian.
Del Capitano.
Cucina del Capitano. We did that the first night. And we did Gigi Asian Kitchen the last night. Yeah. And the main reason we did that, well, one, we didn't get to book the steakhouse, as we just said. Yeah. But we had your time dining, and I didn't like it. I know that, I can't remember what ship we did. Was that the Ecstasy? Like our very first cruise, we had your time dining, and I didn't mind it. But I guess coming off of the Freedom of the Seas, where we had our same waiter every night, and
got to know his name.
Yeah, it was like a family. And then the first night that we were in the main dining room, the waiter was like, he didn't talk to us at all. It took us forever to get our food. The food wasn't that good. in comparison, you know, I mean, it's not that it wasn't good. It just wasn't as good as what we had just had.
That's
one,
fair.
at Cucina, and two, on the Freedom of the Seas.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I just wasn't overly impressed. We did go to the main dining room, though, 2 nights in a row. But that was one thing that, it was fine, but it wasn't what I would have liked to do.
Yeah, Sandy said, hate at your time dining on Vista. Traditional dining was so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably my take on the food. What else?
I liked the food. The short rib was great. As far as like in the MDR, main dining room, short rib is good. Creme brulee, amazing. The appetizers on that last night, or the second to last night, super good. Had like fried shrimp. What's it called? The snails. Escargot. I keep wanting to call it like bourgeon, like it's like escargot bourgeois or something like that.
Something like that.
I don't speak French, but anyway, lots of good appetizers. It's like, so if you have never been on a cruise before, like, experiment.
However, the food during the day is excellent.
Yeah.
So we had breakfast burritos every morning. From Blue Iguana.
Yeah.
Literally all the mornings that we could have it, we did. Even this morning, we had Guy's Burgers. We had Pig and Anchor. We had the deli. What else do we have? Is that it? Oh, we didn't eat lunch that one day.
Oh yeah, there's one day I ate ice cream. You had the little deli.
That's what I said, the deli.
Yeah, okay, cool.
They had giant cakes.
Giant cake.
Like giant.
Yeah.
They had like 4 different flavors every single day, and they were just cutting that was good.
I didn't have any because it was giant chocolate cake, and I don't eat a lot of chocolate. But looking at her giant chocolate cake and looking at the icing looked like fudge. And apparently,
it was so good.
Apparently that was the feedback. People were like, "This is like fudge." So it's like a chocolate fudge chocolate cake. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was good. Rachel's here. Sorry, we're late. I agree. We prefer to have the same wait staff each night. Yeah, it's. I don't know. There's something special about it.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. We are going to try the Your Time Dining on Horizon in February. We shall see. Yeah, it's definitely an experience. One thing I do like about it, though, is that you can choose whatever time you want to go to dinner. So this will kind of go into my next point. But on Wednesday, was it Wednesday? Nope. On Tuesday, we had Chris the Flying Scotsman as our cruise director. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about him in a second. Mm-hmm. But he had his own show, and it was at 7:30. So either we had to come back from, what's it called? Grand Turk, and like hurry up and get ready and eat dinner and then go see the show, or we could take our time and then we could watch a show and then eat dinner after that. So it gave us a little bit of flexibility, and we didn't feel rushed. Like if we didn't want to eat dinner right then, we didn't have to type of thing. So that is one thing that's nice about it. Okay, people are talking about Carnival's food. I've got early dining confirmed for my cruise in December. You finally got to eat at Guy's Burgers. Oh, we've had Guy's Burgers several times before. So
it's delicious.
Yeah, we do like Guy's Burgers.
Yes, Rachel Ritchie, Guy's Burgers is included.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That is what it has over Johnny Rockets on Freedom of the Seas, because you have to pay for that. But Guy's Burgers, you can have all the burgers you want for free because you pay for it. Oh, yes. The crunchy potatoes in the breakfast burritos. Mm-hmm. Those were my favorite.
So, Rachel, also Blue Iguana, that's included. Mm-hmm. What's the pizza place called down there?
Pizzeria del Capitano.
Yeah, that's included. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you have options.
Yeah, there are plenty of options. Totally agree with you on dinner, especially Italian or Asian on Carnival. Only like the steakhouse and the dining room. Day food much better. Oh, we enjoyed our Italian and Asian dinners. Oh, yeah. It's just that you have to pay the upcharge, which, I mean, it's only $15 per person, so it wasn't that bad. It's not like we paid $35 or whatever it is at the steakhouse for every meal. So it wasn't that bad, and considering, we didn't really pay a lot for the cruise, I didn't mind paying that much for dinner.
Yeah. Matt, I'm going to go with Johnny Rockets, man.
Yeah.
He goes, Guy's Burgers or Johnny Rockets. I've been ripping JR on the Cruise Geeks.
The only reason I would, no, not the only. There's a couple reasons I like Guy's Burgers. One is it's included. 2, I really like their French fries, and 3, I like their sauces.
Yeah.
However, Johnny Rockets burger, it was just better. It was hot and fresh, and
vanilla Coke.
That has nothing to do with the burger.
That is vanilla Coke. It's there. Yeah.
Anyhow.
So it's hard. I mean, Guy's Burger, like you said, the bacon, the toppings, the mushrooms, the onions, the sauces. I think if they would, that's impossible. If they could find a way to get me that burger like piping hot and fresh off of a grill, like fresh cooked, like Johnny Rockets done.
Yeah, it's just because it's
be a
free.
Landslide.
Yeah, it's just because it's free and everybody wants it, so they obviously have to do it that way. So, but that's okay. It's still good. It's not that it's not good, but if I had to compare,
you're gonna enjoy your burger.
Yeah.
Like if you like burgers, Guy's Burger, you're gonna enjoy it. So
Blue Iguana it's Blue Iguana Cantina, so they have tacos and burritos and salads, and it's really good Mexican food. I wish Guy Burgers gave turkey or veggie burgers. We've heard that similar. They just started doing veggie burgers. Didn't know that. They just announced it this week. That's why I didn't know about it. Okay, Katie said, I love Chris, had him on the dream. Let's move on to the cruise directors.
Chris the Flying Scotsman is the truth. That's so... Okay, so let's rewind. If we're talking about, like, what is Carnival, like, the bomb at, it is the cruise directors. They know how to entertain. Like, between Reverend Dr. E, Matt, the cruise director, which we've never seen yet, but the Flying Scotsman was on this ship, the Vista, in replace of Matt because Matt's on vacation.
Right.
And he blew me away. Like, he's really good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've heard of him before, obviously, but you don't really know how great they are until you've sailed with them. So I don't know what to say. I'm almost speechless that he was that good.
Yeah, he can sing. He's like a mixture of James Brown. He can hit those James Brown high notes, like hey, like that. That's really cool. What's the lead singer from Aerosmith? It's Steven Tyler. Like, he gets up there. Steven Tyler. Also Michael Jackson. He knows how to do that kind of stuff. All the dances. He really can rock the show. So,
and he's funny.
And he's hilarious.
Yeah, that's always a good indicator for me. Like, if I'm gonna have a good time, like the cruise director is, in with the crowd. He's
Steven Tyler.
He's making he's making people dance.
Yes.
Like you don't necessarily want to dance, but like everyone else is dancing, you're like, oh no, that kind of looks fun, so I'm gonna go do it. Like, he makes you want to do all the things.
Yeah, it's really cool. He's like, come on, dance. You're like, dance, and you're like, okay, fine.
Okay, fine, I'll dance. And then you're like, yeah.
It's really fun, and you're having a really, really good time, and he really knows how to make sure everyone has a good time. But like, to really emphasize how good he is, he actually has his own show, The Flying Scotsman. And he talks about stories throughout his childhood while singing songs that remind him of his childhood and stories, important stories in his life. And that's where I'm going to leave it to Alyssa, because he did something really in the musical world that's really impressive. So go ahead.
Thanks, honey. Thanks for that setup. No, so he was really good. I saw him earlier, obviously, in the cruise, and he's singing along, and you're like, oh yeah, he can kind of sing. That's pretty good. And then he's doing his own show, and I'm like, oh, no, like, he's singing, like, throughout his whole show. That's really awesome. And then he sings a song.
Tribute.
Pavarotti. His voice was, so compatible with all of the different genres that he was singing. And he was hitting all the notes that Pavarotti hits, and I was crying. Like, tears.
Yeah, she started crying.
I was like, bravo!
Yeah, she was singing and clapping.
I was so impressed. I was literally blown away.
Yeah.
So he is incredible. I didn't want to leave because I didn't want to come home and him not be here to entertain us.
Yeah, so like, you want to follow the cruise directors on Carnival. They're really good. They know how to party, they know how to engage, and that's a major leg up when it comes to that. So.
Yeah. If you are looking to have a fun time, get it? Get what I did there?
Yeah, fun times.
Fun times. You're going to follow the cruise director wherever they go, and you're going to have an a great cruise.
Yeah. So they had something called the Michael Jackson Showdown or something like that, and then a Motown Showdown. It's basically they play a bunch of Michael Jackson songs. Side A sings, then side B sings, and whoever sings the best, whoever dances the best, whoever can do the best Michael Jackson songs, it's dances. It's so funny. It's so good.
They get a point, and then I don't know who wins. We didn't never stay that late because they don't start the parties until 10:30, and that's past our bedtime. So we usually don't stay.
Matt says Dave and Brandy have some great footage on the Flying Scotsman on their last vlog. So yeah, go check that out if you want to get an idea of what we're talking about. So
he'll also be on some of our vlogs too, of course. But if you want to see them now, go check out Dave and Brandy's videos. So one thing I didn't like, and I'm assuming that you guys didn't hear anything about this, was the singers in the playlist production cast. I didn't like them very much.
The cast?
Yeah. So the dancing was fine, but as someone who has studied vocal performance for 4 years, and I just wasn't really impressed. So, and because we came off the Freedom of the Seas and the quality, like these people could have been on Broadway if they weren't already on Broadway.
Yeah.
So that quality on Royal Caribbean was just so high, and then we came on the ship and it just wasn't there. So we ended up not going to see any of the shows after the first night in the main theater because, one, we've seen them before. So they did Flick and America Rocks, and I guess that's it because it was a 4-day cruise. Yeah. So then they did like the Love and Marriage show, which that was funny. We always go to that. And then the Flying Scotsman had his own show. So we ended up doing the comedy instead. And the comedians are great on Carnival.
Comedians are great. They're hilarious. So
yeah. So that was one thing that I didn't care for. It wasn't necessarily on the Vista. It was just like the cast that they put together. But yeah.
Yeah.
That would be my thing.
Nurse Nancy says, actually, let's go up a little bit.
Sure.
No, get back down. I just up a little bit because I'm about to read it. Let me see. Dave and Brandy read that. So, classwork, what is your opinion on short repositioning of the cruise? 3 nights, no port stops, just kicking it on the ship. So, yes, it's repositioning the Galveston. I'll cover this a little bit. What's really cool is that they're going to have a holiday, so they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, usually, so what she's saying is, like, what are our thoughts on doing a repositioning cruise?
Oh, okay.
So, gotcha. Sailing, so usually they do repositioning cruises.
Right.
But the Vista is going straight to Galveston. They left today at noon. As soon as they kicked everybody off the ship, they left, and the crew is having a 2-day holiday.
Isn't that cool? So Carnival,
I'm excited for them.
They
That's
said
really
they
great.
listen to the feedback and comments when people leave them, and I guess this is one of the awards. That's kind of what Chris, the Flying Scotsman, was alluding to. So when you give your feedback to the cruise liner, they take that serious. So please fill them out, give people comments and kudos if they deserve it. But repositioning the Galveston, this ship was so good and so cool to me. However, I probably wouldn't go on it again. But I would recommend it to my friends in Texas, going out to Galveston. If you've ever been to Galveston, the water's kind of brown sometimes, black. So cruising to the Western Caribbean on a really nice ship, I would recommend it. But I personally probably wouldn't just book a cruise on the Vista.
Well, only it's because that we've already been on it.
Yeah, we've been on it. So.
I don't know what we said at the very beginning, but
we tapped out on it. We finished everything on their cruise ship in 4 days really quickly.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Tapped out.
So yes, that's probably why we wouldn't necessarily just go to book it again, because we've pretty much did everything except the sky ride.
So
because it wasn't working.
Let's rewind. I'm gonna let you tackle the sky ride. I
was about to.
1 second, because I don't want to get too far away from the vocals. Yeah. Stacy, Sandy, Nurse Nancy are all talking about the vocals right now. I heard a few people complain about the vocal talent on Singers Carnival before. Right with you there on the Singers. I had higher expectations on the Vista. Nurse Nancy, I hate it when the intonation and the singing is off. but it has to be hard to be dancing and singing every night on the ship. So yes, right. My thoughts. I'm not a musical major or anything like my wife. I said my opinion was that they sound good, but it sounds like they're not working together. Like you have a bunch of leaders up there or stars kind of just singing, trying to outperform the other. And I'm sure that's not what it is, but that's what it kind of sounded like to me.
Well, that was part of the issue, I would say. So if you've ever seen the Welcome Aboard show, at least recently, because it was the same on the Magic, so that was a little less than a year ago. So they do the same songs. They're all popular, like pop culture songs. Yeah. Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyhow, if you know what the songs are, they sing, obviously, in a duet. They sing as a solo, and then they sing as a group. There was one song out of the entire thing that they did that I thought was good. And it was the two guys singing, Sam Smith and Ed Sheeran. That mashup. I thought that was good. The vocals actually sounded really good for that.
Yeah, it sounded like they were working together.
Everything else, the background vocal, they weren't in tune. They weren't in. It's not that they weren't singing in the right key, but some people were very flat. And then the soloist, it's almost like they were trying too hard. So I don't know if they couldn't hear, but I would imagine that they would have some sort of in-ear piece or something with them moving around and dancing on stage too. But yeah, it wasn't as good as I had hoped.
How's the sound? Do we need to turn it up a little more?
Piano bar singer on the Magic was not too happening either. Yeah, it's not. I guess I didn't find like all of the musicians to be bad. What is going on?
I just needed to turn it up a little more. That's all.
Okay. And usually like the solo performances that are not in the playlist lounge or the playlist productions, sometimes those are different people, so they might be different. Okay, great. But yeah, just my thoughts as a vocalist myself. That's all. All
right, sound is good. So let's tackle that ride you're talking about. What's it called again?
The Sky Ride.
Sky Ride.
I am so sad that we didn't get to ride the Sky Ride because it was not operating the entire time we were there.
And I didn't mind it not working.
No. I feel like one of the main attractions to the Carnival Vista is this Sky Ride. So I was like, we have to do it. We have to do it like the first day because that way it's in the vlog and then we can do it again because it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it was shut down the whole time.
And I don't know much about the Sky Ride. It just looked like you get on a bike and you kind of ride around in a circle.
Yeah.
So I wasn't as too amped up or excited about it. I didn't feel like it was the main feature of the ship. So that's why you could tell she was visually upset about it. And I was just like, man, like I wasn't that hyped for it. So
I wanted to do it.
It was interesting.
Yeah, no, I really wanted to do it, but because I was like, oh well, maybe it was too windy, on the first day at sea because it was slightly windy. We were going up the water slides and the tubes were like flying and we couldn't get up so I was like, maybe it was too windy. And then when we were in Grand Turk, it wasn't operating. So I was like, okay, well that's kind of weird. Let's wait to the last sea day. There was like no wind at all, absolutely nothing. So I guess it was broken.
The sea salt.
Well, right. So we had heard that it was broken earlier in the week, and that they fixed it, but they couldn't let anyone on because it had to be cleared by some international,
engineer,
important people that know what's going on. And obviously, I don't want to ride it if it's broken. I don't want to ride it and get stuck. I don't want to ride it and fall off. So there are obviously safety precautions that you need to take.
Yeah.
But I was just bummed. That's all.
So the upside is they're not going to let you do anything that's broken or unsafe. So there you go.
That's true. But yes, we did hear that it was something to do maybe with the sea salt getting in the tracks and it was causing people to get stuck. So I guess that's something that they're working on.
Yeah.
I hear the sky ride is down a lot. I wonder if they didn't build it durable enough. Oh, great.
You see Rachel, she goes, whoa, we had speaker hooked up to the phone to hear. Just got blasted out of the living room.
Hello. Yeah, so that's what I would assume. But I also heard that it was not working on the horizon either.
Yeah.
When we pulled into port, the horizon was in Miami, so I don't know. Will you sail on the horizon, or is that no because of being in Miami and you already sailed on the Vista? I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing the horizon. I hear there are differences. Let's talk about the brewery tour, or lack of brewery tour.
Matt, thank you for the recommendation. So what happened was we set up the brewery tour to be at 2:30 p.m. There's 2 tours. There's one at 1:30 and then there's another at 2:30. And we'll get to some of the facts that you need to know if you're going to set this up for yourself. But there's about 8 people signed up for the 1:30, and I was like, oh, there isn't anyone signed up for the 2:30. Let's sign up for the 2:30 and then go from there. So smaller group. We're thinking.
Yeah, because we don't. Especially with the cameras, like we don't want to be in people's way.
Right.
And obviously we want to get some good footage, so we'd rather the smaller the group, the better.
Yeah. So what happened is we decided to enjoy our day the next day, and we ended up getting a phone call that the 2:30 brewery tour had been canceled, and that if we would like to, we could join the 1:30 tour. But we were chilling by the pool.
Right.
Eating.
We don't sit in our room.
We don't sit in a room all day, so there's no way for us to get the message. So we get to our room around 2? We get to our room around 2, and we check the mail, and it's like, it's been canceled. And so Alyssa's getting heated, right?
I was so
Alyssa's getting heated. So
I was like, why would you cancel it?
The sky ride's not working, right? So she's upset, and then she goes to dig an anchor, and she has to wait 15 minutes for barbecue. So she's heated. Now she's hungry. There's no sky ride, and then the brewery tour's been canceled. I was like, honey, it's gonna be fine. And so we go up there, and we kind of like stand there, like waiting for this 2:30, and the service, like the customer service, the guy, Matt, the head brewer or brewmaster,
lives in St. Pete.
He lives in St. Pete. Dude, he's right across the street from Green Bench.
Green Bench.
He's right across the street from Green Bench. And he's like, you know what? I want you guys to have a great experience. I don't want this to be this is the last day of the cruise. I don't want that to be your thing. Like leaving on the last day of the cruise, your thing was canceled. Yeah. So what he did was he still let us try the 2 flights of beer.
One flight each.
One flight each, which is great. And the beer that we liked the most, he gave us a little pint. And
let us keep the cups.
Let us keep the glasses. And he let me get B-roll inside anyway. And he actually, he let me get B-roll inside and some of the copper chambers out there that they like use to craft beer and stuff like that. And then he sat us down and talked about each flight of beer anyway. So it wasn't a full tour because he said he wasn't allowed us to give a full tour, but he did give us like a miniature version of the tour, and it was excellent, super fun. Yeah. The beers are delicious. I would still highly recommend a beer tour if you can do it.
Oh yeah, I would totally book it, but you have to have a minimum of 4 people for the tour to happen. Yeah. So if there are already people signed up on another space, sign up for that one. Yeah. Because the chances of you getting a 2-person tour it's literally not going to happen.
Yeah. So
but we didn't know that we were like that nobody else was going to sign up, for one. For 2, the bar staff, he said that he told them that they're supposed to tell people that there has to be a minimum of 4, and they didn't tell us that.
They didn't tell us anything.
However, there were a couple people that showed up that wanted to do it, but since they had already canceled it, I guess they don't just
that was it. Yeah, because they got to print out like the certification, and they make sure they have all the glasses. Oh, yeah. We just happened to get some. So
yeah. So that was really cool.
Let me see.
Was there a charge for the tour? I think so. Matt, did you take the tour? Was there a charge for it? I saw the people in the tour, tour before us. They got a receipt, so it looked like they charged
sailing sign and stuff like that. But we weren't charged because we didn't take the tour. We did like this is what it is. He went into more detail, but this is what it is. This is what will happen. This is what how we make it. Like really abbreviated. It was like 15 minutes.
$25, not too bad.
Yeah. So $25. Totally worth it. You get what? 6 beer samples.
Yeah, a flight of beer plus a pint of.
Yeah, of your favorite beer.
And a certificate saying that you are not a brewmaster. I don't know what it was because I didn't read it, but it was
brewologist.
It was a certificate. Yeah, a brewologist.
Yeah, so it's fun. Like, totally do it.
Yeah, that was fun.
He said, "I love the stout." Oh, the chocolate.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
The stout was very good.
Yeah, that was good.
Very good.
I crushed the wheat.
Yeah.
Crushed.
He likes crushing things. Okay, so let's talk about some other activities.
Okay.
So one of my favorite parts about the Vista, this might sound silly, was the sky billiards. So
that was so fun.
So it's like pool, but with little soccer balls. And you play with your feet. That was like hands down my favorite activity.
And we met a cool couple, and they hung out with us for a little bit, and we played it. So
and we played 2-on-2. I won it in our backyard. That was so fun.
Yeah, I want that at like $3. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
$3 is a local brewer around here.
Yeah, that was awesome. We did the ropes course.
Mm-hmm.
We did it multiple times. Do you want to talk about the pain point of the ropes course? It was a lot of fun.
Okay, so the ropes course, super fun. Mm-hmm. Do it.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure.
Yeah, do it. But when you go, try to be on a lookout for kids who may look scared or may have never done it before, because if they can't complete it, they get too scared of heights, or someone can't do it, or they don't have the strength or the stamina, the endurance, whatever you want to call it. There's no way off but going back. They can't go forward, they have to go back. Mm-hmm. And because they have to go back, if you're behind them, you have to go back. And everyone that's behind you also has to go backwards. So everyone will have to get off. That happened, I think, twice. Once to us and once to another person I was looking. She's like, go back. So she got scared. She turned around and had to go. Yeah. And another kid got scared at the front. And he was like, I need to go back. Mm-hmm. So that does happen. So when you go, scan the room, scan the sky, and see if you're clear, and then do it. But once it was grooving and moving, we went on 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, we did it 3 times in a row that last time.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. When we did the ropes course on the escape, much different experience.
Much different.
The escape was very challenging,
scary,
and kind of terrifying. Yeah. Because you're even higher than 3 levels. Well, yeah, it's 3 levels, but the escape is 20 decks. So we were on deck maybe 14 or 15. Mm-hmm. So that's even 5 decks higher. That's so high. And then obviously the wind is rougher, and but the one thing we did like about the escape is that you didn't necessarily have to all go back. Like if someone couldn't do it, there was a track that you could just pass people. Mm-hmm. So they would just kind of get out of your way, and then you would move along. So that was one thing that we thought was designed really well on the escape that we kind of wish was designed on Carnival.
Yeah. There's a zip line on the escape.
There are 3 zip lines on
3 zip lines. Yeah. And I mean, it's heart racing. So do the Vista, then do the escape. And you'd be like, what is going on? This is so crazy.
Yeah, the Vista is a good little warm up for the escape.
Let's read some of the comments. Matt said we should, it's suggested the 3D. Thanks about the advice for the tour. My father comes home from deployment on Tuesday. Awesome. Tell him thank you for his service. My dad served in the military. He is retired. He was in the Air Force, but totally get it. We lived in Japan for years and moved around a lot. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very cool. Did you do a movie at the theater? We loved the IMAX. We did not do a movie in the IMAX.
But we did something cooler.
Right. So the reason we didn't do a movie in the IMAX is because they were all terrifying. There was not one movie that I that I read and was like, oh, I think I could sit through that.
We froze.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
1 second, guys. And we're back.
Are we back? You should ask.
Are we back?
Damn technology.
All right,
okay,
Rachel says we're back.
Great.
Maria Oli's on the couch. She's laying down. She just heard her name called, so she looked up. But she's sad, pouting. So. All right. So. No, Nikki, it's everybody.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, everything was really terrifying in the IMAX. I don't know if it's because it's almost Halloween or if that's just what they play, but I don't like scary movies, so I couldn't do it. And I guess you don't really like scary movies either.
I don't really like scary movies. It's just like,
but we did do the Thrill Theater.
Yeah, the Thrill Theater is great.
It was a lot of fun.
Bring your kids. If you have kids, bring them. If you're not a kid and you don't have one, go anyway because it's that fun. It's super fun.
Well, we obviously don't have kids, and we went. But we did there are 3 different levels, and we did the level 1 because, like I said, for whatever reason, everything looks terrifying in there. I was like, I don't even want to do this. This looks scary. Yeah. So, but the level 1 was fun. There were cartoons. It was 4D. The chairs moved. It was so fun, and it was $5.50 per person.
Oh, so yeah. It's $5 and you said 15 cents. And then there's 3 shows inside the level 1. There's one where a kid is afraid of just scary things, and him and his family go on a trip to a little theme park and ride a roller coaster. Then the second one is a log ride where you can see how logs are cut up, and that's super fun, splashing through the water and everything, going in caves. And then there's the third one, which is just Dracula, where a kid and his father try to outrun Dracula.
Which was still terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the theme is here. She said they saw Finding Dory in the IMAX, not scary. They didn't offer that because I totally would have. I would have sat through that. They were playing like The Nun, and I don't even remember what else. But I was like, I can't do this.
Matt says, "Did you celebrate International Talk Like a Pirate Day at sea?"
We did.
Arr,
arr, matey.
We did.
They had pirate activities. It was cool. They had a couple different things, right? So they were passing out bandanas and flags, and it was fun. What is the Thrill Theater? Rachel, it's like a 4D theater with, I don't remember how many chairs in it, but you're in this big chair, and the chairs move, and then we got wet. Like, it kept spraying water at us. Yeah. And it was kind of like a ride at Universal, but with the 3D glasses, and it kind of moved, and it was really cool.
Right, so you got 3D glasses, and you see the movie, and then you can feel how everything's moving with the boat or the roller coaster rocking. And if you go down like a steep hill, like it raises up like you're going down a steep hill, so you hold on to your seat. And then once you go in a cave, bats start flying, so they shoot like pockets of air through your legs, and you feel like bats, and people scream, and it's super fun. So 4-dimensional. So
yeah, very cool.
When you go in water, they spray you with water.
We saw Deadpool 2. What gives? They didn't have any of those fun movies.
I keep telling her it was because Halloween's coming. Like, it's October, so they had all that stuff in place.
It's September. We recorded the podcast last night. Ah, okay. Do you ever go on the casino? We don't gamble, GC. We don't gamble, and we hate the smoke in the casino.
Yeah.
What?
I like playing the games.
I don't like losing money, so we don't gamble. And the smoke in every Carnival casino, it's not just Carnival casinos, but almost every casino, I can't breathe in there.
They play current IMAX movies, so whatever is on in the theaters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's...
Makes sense. It's Halloween.
We'll have to go at a better time, I guess. Oh, Katie David wants to recommend YouTube, Trev and Chelsea. We have seen their Royal Caribbean vlogs. Oh, she says that we're better, though. Well, thank you.
Thank you. I would love to do a collab with them.
That's fun. Yeah, I think they're in Orlando, so they're pretty close to us. They like to cruise. We like to cruise. They like Royal Caribbean. We like Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
Could be a fun vlog. Yeah, Stacey, Thrill Theater sounds like Universal or Disney rides. Yeah, it kind of reminds you of like Transformers. Yeah. Transformers is one of my favorite Universal rides. So.
Yeah, I think wherever you're located, if you type in like 4D theater, it might give you an idea of where the closest one is.
Didn't we see a 4D movie once?
Yeah, it's in Orlando. So we saw
that was cool.
Despicable Me.
We did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. How was the food compared to your Royal Caribbean Norwegian cruises?
I'm partial to Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Royal Caribbean. I don't know what it is. It's not that the food is bad on Carnival. I will always say that the food is not bad. But when you're comparing it to something else from another cruise line, I think that it's better. But if you only cruise Carnival and you only know Carnival, then it's hard to compare. But
Katie, we have done the flow rider. Alyssa's really good at it, and I'm really bad. Those are on the Freedom of the Seas vlogs.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I did the boogie boarding and you did the stand up.
I didn't stand up. I did a lot of falling.
You attempted the stand up.
A fall rider.
That's funny. A fall rider. Do you guys typically purchase the drink package or pay as you go?
Norwegian, yes.
Yes. So on our Norwegian cruise, we did the drink package. It made a lot of sense because they do the special offers. So you're only paying like $100 because you have to pay the gratuity on it. You're only paying like $100 for your whole cruise for the drink package versus like $500 or $600 or $800. So yes, we've done it for Norwegian. It's awesome. I think that's one of the great perks about Norwegian is free drinks. But we did it on Carnival. We did do it once for my work trip. We all had the drink package, and it's great.
Yeah.
So if you think that you're going to drink all of your money's worth, then by all means, totally do it. We usually don't drink that much, so we'll bring our own wine on board, and that's usually sufficient. We'll buy a drink or two. We did go to the Alchemy bar, had some great drinks at the Alchemy. So if we were to have the drink package, I think we would definitely utilize it. But we don't drink that much, so I can't justify spending an additional $800 on drinks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is what it is, because we're not going to. But if you're going to, then by all means, do it, because I think it's just it's convenient, but it's more like, oh, I already paid for this, so it doesn't matter. Just have a good time type of thing. Yeah, I can't breathe in the smoke either. Watch out, Griff, you got the look from Alyssa. Yeah, it's casinos. Sometimes I never know what he's gonna say. So whenever he said that he likes the casino, I was like, we don't go to the casino.
I liked Vegas.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't like losing money or the smoke, yeah.
Yes, she did have the chocolate cake.
Oh, I sure did. I had it twice. I had it in the main... Did I have it twice?
Yes.
Yes. Once without peanut butter and once with the peanut butter. And mainly because I was so full that first night that I couldn't even think about eating the peanut butter and the chocolate melting cake. But I did get it the second night and it was very good.
Adventures of David and Aaron. A drink called the Quick Fix at the Alchemy Bar is a definite must. And Million asked, did we drink anything from the Alchemy Bar? And the answer is yes, we did.
Yes, but we didn't try a custom drink. See, I said that we should do that, but then we looked at the menu and I was like, oh, this kind of looks good. What did I have? It was like I
had the Remedy.
Yeah, I had like a peach Cosmo or something, which was so good. And I don't drink Cosmos very often. But it was very good. It was like vodka and peach schnapps and cranberry juice, and it was very, very good.
Matt says there's a 4D theater inside the aquarium, so we can go check that out.
Great, we're coming.
Do 4D, do the aquarium, get some grub, go get some 3D beers, and it'll be a weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll set that up.
Yep, Stacy wants to come down. Come on down, Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy.
Did you make the chili cheese fries at Guy's? We did not.
And we did not. I felt full for most of the cruise. I was eating a little too much.
We ate so much food.
So I had to slow it down and like pick my battles, choose my battles.
My problem was that cake at lunch. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a burger and then I'm gonna get cake.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat anything the rest of the day. We got to dinner and I was still full.
Like I did something crazy. Like what did I do? I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat Guy's burger and fries, and I'm gonna eat an ice cream cone, and then I'm gonna eat another ice cream cone. And I had 2 ice creams, and I was stuffed until way past dinner. So it's crazy.
Princess Kennard and Colin America are very strict about where people can smoke. Yeah, we did experience some guy lit up a cigar in Serenity. Apparently just thought he could smoke wherever he wanted.
Got in trouble.
Yeah, so one of the crew members obviously told him that he could not smoke there. But I feel like no matter where we go, we smell smoke on like the Lido because they have one whole side for people to smoke. And almost every time I choose the wrong side to go down and we end up walking straight through the smoke.
Yeah, someone was smoking on like the second deck, or sorry, that top deck, and dumping ashes. They got in trouble too.
Well, yeah, you can't do that.
Because someone like looked up and was like, you weren't there for this, but they looked and like, hey, and I was like, uh-oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, you can't just smoke wherever you want.
Here's a good time to say, hopefully, if you're enjoying these videos, our vlogs, our content, check to see if that button is subscribed. If you're not a subscriber, please click subscribe. Helps us out a lot. If you haven't clicked thumbs up, please click thumbs up. So
yeah, we actually met a couple at Margaritaville in the pool that watched our live stream last week.
Yeah.
That was really funny. We were just minding our own business, getting ready to order our drink at Margaritaville in the swim-up pool, and they're like, we know who you are.
We know who you are. That was cool.
It's like, huh? And we asked if she subscribed, and she's
said
like,
no. She's like, not yet. She's like, not yet. And I was like, nah, you don't dig the vibes. You don't dig the vibes.
Huh. So people actually watch our stuff and did subscribe.
But someone did recognize Alyssa in her vlogging. Like she was walking and like she grabbed her husband. She's like, oh, look, it's and like kind of like toned it down. And I was like, hello. I waved.
I didn't see. I was too busy.
If anyone's watching this and you have seen us on the ship and you will be, say hey.
Yeah, we like talking to you.
Yeah.
And random strangers. There's some random guy in our vlog at the Red Frog Pub because he wanted to be in it. Yeah. So if you want to be in our vlog, come and say hi and we'll put you in the vlog. That was funny. He was like, I'm going to be in your vlog. I was like, okay.
We're going to St. Pete in October to see the artist Wyland painting at his gallery.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
We'll be there. Well, not there, but in St. Pete. Say hello, sweet girl. Say hello. Say, Nana, if you're watching, Mommy gave me a bath.
Let me see. I feel like Zach Tuturn asked about ships that could refer to the mega ships.
Yeah, it was down. You scrolled up all the way. See?
All right. Do you all like the mega or larger ships or the smaller ships better? Would you ever consider an Oasis class? Go ahead and knock that out of the park, hon.
So we have a group cruise next year, next September, on the Harmony of the Seas. So this will be our first experience in an Oasis class ship. I am super excited. We've been wanting to do an Oasis class ship since the Oasis came out.
Is the Spectrum of the Seas out?
No.
When's that one come out? 2020?
2019?
2019.
That's the one that's going to be in Japan.
That's the one I want to do. Spectrum of the Seas.
Yeah.
Epic vlogs coming soon. Hopefully we'll be at the status where they'll be like, you know what? Griff and Alyssa have been trying. They've been putting out good content. Let's invite them. Everything free. Let's put them in the nicest room. That's what we want, Royal Caribbean. Make that happen for us.
That's funny. I'm going my first time Norwegian. I'm worried about the smoking. What if the folks next to me are smoking all the time out on their balcony? That would be a bummer. They're not allowed to do that. So if that's the case, then you can call somebody and let them know that they're doing that because they're not allowed to smoke on their balcony.
Yeah.
But I don't remember a lot of smoke on Norwegian. And I think it's just because it was such a larger ship. So I think they might even have more places that you can smoke.
Yeah.
But it's more like secluded. It's not a lot of the main entryways.
I don't think they allow smoking on the balcony there.
That's what I'm saying. You're not allowed to do that, period.
Yeah. Not balcony. Casino.
Oh. We didn't go in the casino, so I'm not sure. On the cruise lines I mentioned earlier, there are only a few isolated places where people can smoke. My hubby is returning from a work trip at Tampa, delayed for thunderstorms, but hopefully he's in the air now. Yeah, it's been thundering pretty much all evening. And it poured down rain when I was at work earlier. We always purchase the drink package and find value in it. Bottled water, especially coffee. Yes, yeah. If you are also going to not only drink alcohol, but all of these other things like bottled water and the coffees that aren't just from the little machine, then yes, it's totally worth it. But we usually drink water and whatever alcohol we bring. Mm-hmm. So, oh, and I don't mind the coffee from the.
And speaking of alcohol, we met John Held on the ship.
We did meet John Held.
Exchanged information. Said he would talk about us in his vlog.
He did say that.
Yeah.
So if he did not, you can have our permission to go over and ask him about us. Did you meet Griff and Alyssa?
Did you guys meet Griff and Alyssa?
But he has our card.
Yeah.
He sent us a bottle of champagne.
Which is really nice. Thank you, John.
Yes. And a ship on a stick.
So yeah, we have 2 ships on a stick.
Yeah, and I don't have it with me, but we have it. So that was very nice. It was probably one of the highlights of my trip.
Yeah.
Was getting to meet him. So you'll see him in our vlog.
Yeah. So lots of fun stuff. It was a good cruise. I can't complain.
Oh no, I had a great time.
Yeah, so I would totally recommend it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think one of the videos you guys mentioned your travel agents. I think it was the one on how to. Yes, Nikki. I book cruise travel. So that was actually one of the reasons we went on the Vista is because last year I completed all of the courses with Carnival and I met their booking requirements. So I got a complimentary cruise and all we had to do was pay the taxes and gratuities for each person. So that 4-day cruise that we just took, we took for, it was a little less than $300 total. So that was taxes, fees, port charges, gratuities for the 2 of us.
Yeah.
So that's why we went. We're not made of money. We don't just cruise whenever we feel like it, but we couldn't pass that one up.
Yeah.
One time I heard a lady, what? Oh crap! Where did that go?
Approaching 9:30, huh?
Oh, okay. We had that 10-minute issue.
That's true.
Okay. Well, that's just why I'm. Oh no, we have so many comments here. Okay. Let's just scroll down, and then do a quick flash round.
Yeah. That's what we'll do. We missed a couple of questions, so if we didn't answer it or we didn't answer it right or correct, we'll do the flash round, and then you can kind of pop them in there again. So
Maria says, never change how you are with all of us other bloggers. Act like they're stars once they reach certain numbers of subscribers.
Oh, Maria, as soon as I hit 10K, I want a red carpet. And
she's so full of it. That's never going to happen.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. No, not the 10K part. I think that'll happen eventually.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, like, for us to
get super bougie.
We love talking to you guys, and we like seeing everyone on the ships, and I love doing these live streams, so it's fun.
That you guys really make her week with this, so. Mine too, but you know what I mean.
Katie asked, what's the biggest ship we've ever been on?
Escape!
The Norwegian Escape. That is a big, big ship.
I want to do it again.
Zach Tuturnt says he's going on the Harmony over New Year's, and I'm hoping to vlog halfway as well as you all. We are looking forward to those because I am going to be watching every Harmony of the Seas vlog before that ship cruises. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Okay, everyone's talking to each other, which is great. Another reason why I love all these live streams. Just join the live feed, so if you've already said this, apologize. The Vista felt more closed in. What is your opinion? I would agree. So
closed in compared to what? Freedom of the Seas? Because then yes.
Well, yeah. So yes, I love the decor. I actually really liked the layout of the Vista. I thought it was really easy to get around. Yeah, and I just really liked it. But when you're going like up the stairs and like even that hallway, like going to the Limelight Lounge,
with the short ceilings.
Yeah,
I could reach up and touch the ceiling.
The ceilings they felt short, and then even like the walls. So like going to the Limelight Lounge, remember that hallway?
Yeah.
Like everything just kind of felt. You're right. It kind of felt more closed in. It felt more like a resort or like a hotel versus a cruise ship.
Yeah, it felt like a mall because even when you look out, you're like, oh, is that a mall? Like, like where people just walk by and do their
business. So it definitely does have a different feel than like say the Magic even that we sailed on.
That's what I missed. Griff, do you have any input about the drone DJI Mavic Pro Platinum Fly More? I like the DJI Mavic Pro regular stock, like the first one. That's what I use. I shoot 4K, 24 frames per second, usually. It's super great. What you see is what you get. I don't know much about the Platinum, but I think it flies a little longer, but essentially they do the same thing. And then the two new ones that came out are supposed to be like super awesome. I haven't tried them out, so but I know they're good. DJI, I just feel like DJI did such a good job with DJI Mavic Pro. Like, I don't need anything until I say I probably won't get a new one until either this one breaks or we hit some kind of milestone with our channel where we need a second one, and Alyssa needs to fly the Mavic Pro. So yeah, I would love to teach her how to fly.
Yeah, I can make it go that way, and that's the extent of me flying. GC, do you know what the difference between a spacious balcony and a regular balcony? I'm on a spacious balcony on the Freedom. I would imagine just a square foot difference. Sometimes the layout might be a little bit different. I know that we had, on Carnival, we had the extended balcony. So our room was laid out different and our balcony was bigger. So it might be similar on the Freedom. I'm not sure since we had the interior cabin. I don't know what the difference there would be. But oh, Nurse Nancy met John Held on the Breeze. That's exciting.
It's a funny dude.
Oh, yeah. And he's very popular.
And charismatic.
Yeah, and he's very, he has all these things to do. So he's just like he met us and it was really nice chatting with him, but it was literally like a 3-minute conversation. He was off, doing his own thing. So, speaking of Oasis class and internet, Voom on Harmony is excellent. You shouldn't have any issues doing most everything, including live streams.
Cool. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, good to know. We did Voom on the Freedom of the Seas. It was okay. It wasn't fantastic by any means, but we got a lot of what we needed to out. So we did live on Facebook, but we couldn't go live on YouTube, like that kind of stuff.
Boom, boom, boom.
I thought you were going to say something.
You make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl.
Okay. That's funny. Okay, do you think you guys will ever do a cruise on not any particular Carnival cruise on out of San Diego or Long Beach? I would like to do the Panorama once it comes out. So that's going to be out of, I guess, LA? Is that the cruise port out there? So yeah, I would like to do a West Coast cruise. I also kind of though want to do a Disney cruise out on the West Coast. So
yeah, I think we're gonna skip my birthday and we're gonna get her something for her birthday this year. Sorry, next year. But because I got a new job, y'all.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
So.
But he did, and we'll talk about that later if you don't want to talk about it now since it's 9:30.
Yeah, it's a little late. I'll talk about the job I got later on, but things are about to change for the better. It's about to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Night night, Auntie Alyssa and Uncle Griff.
Oh, good night, niece. Rachel.
Niche. My niche. Rachel and Magdalene and Jared. Did you happen to check out any of the single room rates for your group cruise? I just booked Symphony of the Seas next June. Yes, so I guess right now, since I have group cabins or cabins in our group, they're all based on double occupancy. So I tried to book a single and it wouldn't let me, but I can go in and just book a regular single cabin and merge you into our group. And I want to say the price was about, was it $6.99 per person? So it was about $1,400 for the single cabin. I priced it out for someone. I sent them an email last week. So I want to say that's about how much it was. That's with all the taxes and stuff included. How did you like the open deck plans on deck 4? I was like deck 4. I mean deck 5. I think the atrium feels a little closed in. Yeah, I think it's just because it's only 3 decks high, and usually it's like 8 or 9. So yeah, I would have liked to see the atrium a little bit more expanded, but I do like all the space, the outside space on deck 5.
I feel like the Vista was setting it up like it was an experiment. An experiment that went well, and they're kind of setting the standard for the horizon, and then what we'll see with the Panorama is what I feel. I feel like they're trying some stuff, seeing what the feedback is, and they're going to really blow people away. So with the panorama.
Do you think Freedom is better or worse than the Vista? The Freedom of the Seas on Royal Caribbean, I personally love that ship. We've done it twice now, and we were talking earlier, we would do it again. So we are in love with that ship. Do I like it better than the Vista? Probably overall, yes, but there are different aspects on the Vista that I do wish were on the Freedom. Yeah. Like the water slides. I love water slides.
Right. Freedom Seas doesn't have a water slide. And the water slides on the Carnival Vista are amazing. Super fun.
Yeah, they're fun. And I like all the new technology on the Vista.
Right.
So really, it's definitely a more modern ship.
Yeah, it's much more modern. Like, it's super 2018. So more plugs. I think you have 4 of them. Well, technically you have 2, but you have 2 USB charge ports. So you don't have to bring your charge block. You can actually plug your USB and charge your smartphone device from there. So, which is great.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
Because I can charge my drone from like the USB port, which is cool.
Yeah. Did you like Grand Turk? Yes.
Yes. I got my favorite photo of the entire trip from Grand Turk.
Yeah, we met Topher.
We met Topher.
And
Calypso.
And I wanted to take them home with me.
Yeah. Guys, we got a photo of Alyssa like running on the beach with Topher in the water.
It's so cute.
Like running next to her. It's the perfect ISO, the perfect shutter speed. It's so super cute. Crisp. I didn't miss focus. It's one of my favorite shots right now.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We might do an excursion next time we're there. The seaweed was a little bad, so we didn't really play in the water that much, but we did spend some time in Margaritaville, and I like the port. I would like to go back, for sure.
Thanks, Matt.
Julia loves the drone footage. Did it take you a long time to master the drone?
No.
I was going to say, no, it didn't.
I'm a quick learner.
Yeah.
So.
Woo-hoo.
Leave it on beginner's mode. Like, leave it on beginner's mode for a little bit, and you'll get super used to it really, really quick.
The internet on the Vista was really good when we were on it. Yeah, we should have gotten the internet, but
lesson learned.
Lesson learned next time. Don't know if you saw this earlier. Eric laughed at the feeding you when you come to PA. He says you feel like Italian. We love Italian.
Italian.
Already there.
Are you guys Italian?
I think he works at Italian.
He works at Italian. Okay, I was at Hubner. I was like, okay.
Want to do Celebrity Edge? I would love to do Celebrity Edge. I would love to do any of the celebrity ships, really, but definitely the Edge because it looks all the cool new things.
All right.
Panorama's home port will be Port of Long Beach. Okay, great. Would you ever get a Havana Cabana? Probably not. I was so excited about the Havana Cabanas. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get one of these. And we walked past them, and I was like, I don't think I would pay the money for that.
I would love to do the Havana Cabana. see, we disagree on some things sometimes. So
okay, no. I would love to do the Havana Cabana if I didn't have to pay all that extra money for it.
And I would love to do the Havana Cabana no matter what the price is. So if we had the money, we'd totally do it.
Okay, well that's fair.
Yeah.
I do like the outside area. What I didn't like as we were walking by, you can see in. And I'm not saying that you should have your curtains wide open, but as we're walking through, like, people can see you, and you can see the people. It's not like you have that ocean, like direct ocean view. There is a deck between your cabin and the ocean.
Yeah. And
so that's what I didn't like. And then the gates, people could literally just walk right into your area.
And I like that because then I could follow Griff and Alyssa on YouTube, people that are looking in, and it could be a me like that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, follow me. All right. It's 9:40. We're gonna do a 6-minute flash round because it's 9:39. So we're gonna follow these questions out.
Okay. Single cabin price was really reasonable. Thumbs up. Yes, that's great. Did you bring a power strip on the Vista? We did not.
We did not.
Topher and Calypso, can't wait to meet them in December. Yes, they are so fun. Okay, cool beans. I'll email you for the deets. Congrats, Griff. Moving on up. Yes, honey. We are very excited.
Heck yeah.
How often do you find island dogs? Actually, do you mean in Grand Turk specifically, or just any island? Because when we were in St. Thomas, I was playing with the dogs on the beach.
Puppies galore.
Yeah. Post the pic to Topher's Facebook page. Topher has a Facebook page.
We'll do it.
It's happening. Puppies. I love the puppies.
Bad sarcasm on Grand Turk. What's that?
Oh,
the seaweed.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't that pretty.
So Matt, it's interesting because I got some drone shots and obviously the different spots where the light hits.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll just upload a raw clip to Facebook for you guys so you can kind of get an aerial view, because the photo from down low you're like, oh wow, it looks bad. From up top you're like, oh okay, that's
right. So it was more like as soon as you walk off the ship in that first beach area, that was the worst part. So I mean, people were still in it, but it just looked like mud, you know. It just kind of looked gross. The more you walked down the beach, like towards Jack's Shack,
super clear.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Beautiful.
So we were in that area, but some lady yelled at us about paying for chairs, and we just didn't want to deal with it. So we ended up leaving. But yeah, though the seaweed was much. I was just,
forgot about that part.
I was so annoyed. Oh, I received my scuba diving certification. My first Caribbean dive was in Grand Turk. That's exciting. We have to do that. We have to get certified.
Yeah, Matt will teach us.
Matt will teach us. Social media internet on Carnival. Yes, it's only $5 per day. That's pretty good. We were Irish and German, but he manages the Italian restaurant.
And where they at?
In Pittsburgh.
PA.
Yeah. Or near
somewhere in
Pittsburgh,
like Steelers, right? Yeah.
Okay. The ocean.
Later, Nicole.
Ball. Oh, bye.
4 minutes.
And Grand Turk is amazing. You can scuba dive to about 70 feet, and then all of a sudden you go to the seawall. It's like Abyssa drops off. Oh, wow. 7,000 feet. That's intense.
Dang.
Been up since 3 a.m.
Millie, go take a nap.
Take a nap. Would you go on a riverboat? Maybe.
Yes. And see, yes.
No, we would do it. It's just I feel like the river cruises are so different than ocean cruises. I would totally do it once. I'm kind of skeptical of how I would like it.
I would love to do a river cruise and somewhere in like Europe.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just like crush the vlog.
Nurse Nancy, I'm with you. Alyssa, those Savannah rooms. Yeah, they're so expensive in comparison to, I mean, even just a regular balcony. Yeah, costly and no privacy, and definitely not. If you haven't seen our seaweed video on our channel of Barbados this year, check it out. I actually watched it before we went because I heard about the seaweed in Grand Turk, and then I just happened to be on your channel, and I was like, oh no, all the seaweed is everywhere. So yeah, it's fine. It's not going to hurt anybody, but it's kind of gross.
We have not been to Costa Maya.
I have been to Costa Maya.
I have not been to Costa Maya.
I have. We did. We didn't. Oh, we swam with dolphins when I was there. So ooh. I was 15 maybe, and it was right in that little area right when you get off the port. But I can't wait to go because we're going on a group cruise, and they have that big public pool in the port. So it's like a nice little swim up bar. There's a bunch of shops. I loved Costa Maya. It was great. When we were in Grand Turk this past August, the ship did pass out a water alert notification about the seaweed. Yeah, I think it's been fairly recent. And they said, you know, it just kind of happens, kind of like the red tide, like it just comes and it'll go. But I just watched Fenwick's episode on Grand Turk. You can really see the seaweed there. Yeah, especially if they're there recently. I'm not an instructor, but I'll definitely dive with you. Yeah, I was saying. He'll teach us.
He'll teach us.
He'll teach us.
I'm convinced Matt can do it all.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's a very knowledgeable human being. I've done the Great Wall in Grand Turk. Very cool. Hope you all have a great night. Bye, Katie.
Later, Katie.
Oh, and on Sea Cruisers vlog. Yeah, they were just in Grand Turk recently on the Magic.
I haven't watched a Sea Cruisers vlog in a while.
Oh, yeah, I just watched it before we left because I was like, I need to learn all about Grand Turk. I have one day. I need to watch all the Grand Turk vlogs. Oh, that's funny. The Rhine River is beautiful. The most castle in one area. I think that's what Aunt Pam did. My aunt and uncle, they did a river cruise. I want to say it was on the Rhine. The seaweed is an algae and lots of algae problems this year, like the red tide. I'm learning things. I'm learning things. A lot of seaweed in Fort Lauderdale. It's been a problem since 2007. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I heard, was it Playa? Playa del Carmen and Los Blancs. He said, oh, not Playa, Tulum. Tulum had a lot.
Oh yeah, Tulum.
Yeah.
The Sea Cruisers and It's Our Fenwick Life. They were on the same cruise. Interesting to know. Was that was the same cruise that Carl was on too, right? Oh, I'm not leaving. Just wishing you a great night. I'll be loyal and stay till it's over. Well, it is 9:45, so I guess we are done.
We are done.
So thank you for hanging in there with us for the 10 minutes that we were frozen.
Yeah.
We will figure this thing out one day.
Yeah.
Hashtag Carl. Yes, Carl and Donna are on a cruise.
Yeah.
So I just checked our my Instagram, and he was on a cruise. So I was like, well, Carl's not going to be with us tonight. Yes, thank you guys for joining us. I can't wait to put out all the vlogs from this trip. They're going to be fun. We hope you enjoy them.
Yeah.
And I forget what else I was going to say.
I'm doing the Flying Scotsman.
Oh.
So.
Man, he was so entertaining.
Guys, thanks for watching this video.
Yeah. If you have not hit thumbs up yet, please do. We'll wait.
We'll wait.
We'll wait.
Subscribe if you haven't already. There we go. All right, guys. Good night.
Thank you for watching. Oh, we'll see you next week.
We will see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, did you want to do the sign off?
That's what we do.
Oh, okay. Well, I already said if you like this video.
If you dig the vibes, please subscribe.
And if you care, please share. We'll see you in paradise.
Peace, peace.
Bye.
I wish I had horns.
I'm glad we don't. Good night.
Good night, guys.